Welcome back everybody, and today we're going to be finishing up the build by completing the roof and the third story of the build. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come over here to this circular section right here. And what we're going to do first is we're going to take out our white terracotta and we're going to add another circle on top of this one. So basically, let me just break this out here really quick. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to build the exact same thing that we see on the first and second floor. We're just going to copy it down one more time so that it's 3 stories tall. So let's take out our white terracotta. We're going to add 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, and this should be easy since there's already an outline for you to copy down one block beneath it. But then once we've got that part complete, what we're going to do next is we're going to come over here, and right here we're going to add 5 white terracotta blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And it should be the exact same as what we have down below. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add 5 all the way around this build until we get to this block right here. Then we're going to stop. So let's just add 5 right there really quick. Now let's add 5 to all the rest of these blocks here. Okay, and now that we've got that part complete, what we're going to do next is we're going to come over to this block and add 5 right here. Then we will do the same right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add 4 glass blocks on all the remaining blocks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Once we've got that complete, then we're going to cover those glass blocks with white terracotta. And now finally, for the exterior of this portion of the build, we're going to place down a layer of upside down stairs over all of the white terracotta. Okay, now that we've got that part done, we're then going to go inside of this room. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to break out this block right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take out our white terracotta and replace that block that we just broke out. Next, we're going to take out a ladder. This is the first time using a ladder in this build, so go ahead and get those out. And we're going to place down a ladder right here, leading all the way up to right there. Then let's go ahead and take out our stripped oak wood and our oak planks, and now we're going to fill in the floor outline for this portion of the build using our stripped oak wood. Once we've got that complete, then we're going to fill in all the rest of this floor here with oak planks. Then once we've got that done, we are then going to take out our stripped spruce wood and fill in the ceiling outline here. And then we're going to use the same pattern that we have for the previous ceilings of this room, which is off of this block. We're going to place down a layer of our redstone lamps, and then we're going to skip a block and place down another layer. Then we'll do the exact same thing for the other side as well. Then we're going to take our redstone and place down 2 layers here. And then we're going to place down spruce planks in the remaining blocks. Let's also not forget about those trapdoors to cover up the redstone blocks. And now we have got our 3rd story room officially complete. And this is not the only room that we're going to have on the 3rd story. We're going to have another larger room. So let's go ahead and exit the build and then get to work on that. Okay, next up what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the left side of this little final circular room that we built up here. And now we're going to start making the roof outline. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out our smooth quartz stairs and we're going to place them right side up. And off of this block right here, we're going to place down 4. And we're going to turn and place down 2 off of this one. Then we're going to place down another 4 off of this block. And then we're going to place down 3. So this is what it should look like. This should be 3 blocks right here. This should be 4. And this should be 2. And then this should be 4. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to place down 2 more. So there's 2. Then we're going to do that again. And then again. So now this is what we should have. Then what we're going to do is we're going to, off of this block right here, place down 2. Then we're going to place down 4 off of this block. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place down 7. So here's 1. So now this is what we should have, and I'm pretty sure you can see the pattern forming here. We are creating another half circle that's actually going to line up with that other half circle that we already built. So now what we're going to do is the exact same thing on the opposite side right here. So let's go ahead and place down 4 and then 3. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3. And then we're going to turn and we're going to place down 1 right there. And then we're going to place down 2, and then 2 again, and then 3, and then 4, and then 3. And if done correctly, this should line up right here, 1 block away from the quartz pillar. And this is what it is going to look like once complete. Alright, and now that we've got that part complete, next up what we're going to do is we're going to continue using our smooth quartz stairs to continue placing this roof outline. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go all the way down here, and then all the way down here, and we're going to extend it out by 1 block, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this block. Let's go ahead and start creating the outline for the next section of roof over there. But what we're going to do here now is we're going to start placing them upside down and right side up, just like so. Let's go ahead and start doing that to this side as well. And we're just going to keep on placing them like this until they reach one another. There should be a 1 block gap at the very end. Alright, so here we have it. Now we've got that 1 block gap right where they're going to meet. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to place down 1 upside down stair right there. And then once we've got that, we can go ahead and continue down by continuing this pattern. And actually, when we're at this block right here, this quartz pillar, we're going to break out 1 stair right there. And we're going to just leave it completely open, just like that. And I will explain why later. But go ahead and break that out, and then once you've done that, then we're just going to wrap this around all the way until we reach the very end of the build. So let's go ahead and do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to where we started with the roof outline, and we're going to take out our jungle stairs, and we're going to go up one diagonally, and we're going to place another layer above that roof outline, just like so. And we're going to bring this all the way down until we reach that section of roof right over there. And then once we've reached that section, then we're going to add another layer back around. So it's going to be 2 layers total, and I'm going to speed this part up a little bit, but don't worry, I'm going to show you what it looks like and what it should look like once this step is complete. Okay, so this is what it should look like once you've completed that step. Again, that was only 2 layers of jungle stairs for this section of the roof that you can see here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take out our white terracotta again, and off of this block right here, it should line up perfectly with where these plants are. We're going to go up to the top. We're going to place a block here just to mark it, and then we're just going to place a block right behind it as well. So now we have one white terracotta that's lined up with those plants right here. Off of that, on the right side, we're going to place down 2 more blocks, so we have 3 total. Then we're going to place down 2 diagonally from it, and then 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2. So as you can see here, we have created another circle, and this is going to be the final circular room that we're going to be building in this build. But now what we're going to do is, continuing using our white terracotta, we're going to place down 5 on this block right here. Then we're going to go over to this block and also place down 5. Then we're going to go over to this block and this one right next to it and place down 5 on both of those. On these 3 blocks right here, we're going to add 2 layers. And then on all of the remaining blocks, actually not these 2, we're going to add 5 on this block right here. And then on all of the remaining blocks all along here, we're going to add another 5 layers. Next up, we're going to take out our glass blocks, and we're going to place down 4 layers on each of these blocks right here. Then we're going to add another layer of white terracotta over all of those. Then we're going to place down 2 layers on these 3 blocks right here. That was 2 layers of glass blocks, and then we're going to add 1 more layer of white terracotta over those. Then let's come over here and add 1 layer of white terracotta at the top block right here, but we're going to leave all of this space empty. Then we're going to come over here to this side. This is the left side if you're facing the front of the build. This is the left side of the room. We're going to break out these 2 blocks right here. So we're going to have a little doorway right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get out some blocks for the floor, which are our oak planks, stripped oak wood, and we're also going to be using our oak stairs and get out a door of your choice. First up, what we're going to do is we're going to take out our oak stairs. We're just going to replace these 2 blocks here with oak stairs, so let's go ahead and break those out and replace them. Then we're going to add one more layer of oak stairs right next to them, just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take out our stripped oak wood, and we're going to place down a floor outline on the block beneath where all of these white terracotta blocks are. So let's go ahead and do that. Once we've got that floor outline filled in, then we're going to fill in the rest of the floor with oak planks. Then what we're going to do is we're going to continue using our oak planks. We're just going to break out this block right here and replace it with an oak plank. Then we're going to take out our oak stairs. We're going to place down one right here. Let's go underneath, and if we can, it's a little tricky. We might have to break out this block right here, but we're going to place down an upside down stair right there. Now let's go back in there, and we're going to place down another right side up stair, and then another one right here, and then another one upside down right there. So now we've got a stairway leading to this little doorway, and go ahead and take out your door of your choice. Again, I just like using the jungle planks or the jungle doors, and go ahead and place down a door right there. So now this is what the floor and stairs are going to look like on the inside of this. But now we're going to start working on the ceiling, so let's go ahead and get out the ceiling blocks that we normally use for all of the other ceilings in this build. And now we're going to just place down the ceiling outline here really quick. And by this point you already probably have it memorized, but I'm just going to say it again one last time. We're just going to place down a layer of redstone lamps right there, go over one, and then place down two more layers on the other side the exact same way. Then we're going to place down our redstone layers in between those, and then the two remaining layers are going to be, or the three remaining layers are going to be filled in with our spruce planks. Then of course we're going to go under and place down the trapdoors over all the redstone. And there we have it. This is what this room should look like now once complete on the inside. Now that we've got that room complete, next up what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to that room, and on the right hand side of it we're going to take out our white terracotta, and off of this block right here we're going to place down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Then off of the bottom block right here we're going to place down 12. Then we're going to go up by 3 right here, and then we can go ahead and bring it all the way down to right there. Next up what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, we're going to skip over 2 blocks and then place 2 right there. We'll do the same thing, skip over 2, place 2, and then once more, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, we're going to go out diagonal with our pillar blocks, and let's make sure to have it facing upwards, just like that. And then on top of this we're going to place down 5 more, so it's going to be 6 total. This is what we should have now so far of this wall. Next up what we're going to do is we're going to fill in all of these windows here with glass panes. And then finally we are going to take out our spruce slabs, and we're going to place down one right here, place a lantern right there, and we can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side as well. Now let's turn the corner here. Let's go over here, and now off of this block right here we're going to place down 6 white terracotta. Now we're going to fill in this wall all the way. And then we're going to do the same thing with the quartz pillar as we did over there. Just going to place down one diagonal, and we're going to make sure that it lines up and it's all it's pointed upwards as we did with that one. Now off of this we're going to place down 5 more. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place down 13 white terracotta blocks off of this one right here. Once we've got that, then we're going to place down 3 off of this. And then we're going to go ahead and bring it all the way down. Now what we're going to do with this block is we're going to do the exact same thing as we did on that wall over there, which is skip 2 layers, place down 2 blocks, skip 2 layers, place down 2. And now we can do the same thing, which is fill in those windows with glass panes. And we can also add the spruce slabs with the lanterns. And then also off of this corner right here, we're going to do the same thing that we did with our quartz pillars. So it's going to be 6 total, which is 5 off of this block right here. Next up, we're then going to turn around, and off of this block we're going to place 3 white terracotta, and we're going to build this all the way up. And then we're also going to place down 1 white terracotta there, 1 right here, and then we're going to build this all the way up until it reaches and lines up with the rest of the white terracotta wall. Before we move on to the floor, there is one more use for our white terracotta, which is right here. We're just going to place down 2 more right here above these set of stairs. So now we can move on to the floor. What we're going to do for the floor is we're going to take out our stripped oak wood, and we're just going to place down a floor outline along here. Then we can go ahead and fill it all the way in with oak planks. Now that we've got the floor complete, we can then start working on the ceiling outline. And for the ceiling, it is actually going to be 1 block higher than this previous ceiling in the circle room. The reason for that being this room is a little bit shorter ceiling level, so to compensate for that, we're just going to raise it up 1 block. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place down 2 layers of redstone lamps on either side, and then we're going to place down 1 layer of redstone blocks, and then we are also going to cover up that layer of redstone blocks with our spruce trapdoors. So there we have it, and this is what the completed interior of this room should now look like. Now that we've got these 2 rooms complete, next up what we're going to do is we're going to take out our smooth quartz stairs, and we're going to place a layer diagonally from all of this white terracotta and also up 1 block. But then once we get to the circle room, it's just going to be directly above the white terracotta instead of diagonally outwards. Once we get to this block, however, then we're going to switch back to having it extend out 1 block from the white terracotta. So now let's continue having it extend out. And now this is what it should look like so far. Alright, now that we've got those 2 rooms complete and finished, we are then going to next work on the roof. But before we do that, there is one small quick mistake that I made over here. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to come back to this quartz pillar section right here, and we're actually going to break out all of this right here, and we're going to go ahead and break out that as well. And then what we're going to do here to fix the mistake is we're going to break out this block here, but first let's place down the quartz pillar. So we're just going to move that quartz pillar over from this block to this block right here. We're just going to move it over by 1, and then we're going to have to also break out this section of stairs and then replace them just like that. So Now this is what it is going to look like once finished. So now once we've got that part fixed, then we can come over here and work on the roof. So for the roof, we're going to take out our quartz stairs, our smooth quartz stairs. We're going to place down one right side up right there. Then we're going to extend it out by one, just like that. Then we're going to bring this layer down all the way until we reach this block right here. So we're going to extend it out till we reach this block. Now let's go over here and let's do the exact same thing. So we're going to extend it out by one on this side, and then we're going to bring it all the way down until we reach this side, and we're going to extend it out by one over here as well. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to simply place the stairs upside down and right side up until they meet in the middle again. So let's go ahead and start that on this side too. Alright, and once they've meet up in the middle, there should be one block, a one block gap right here. We're going to go ahead and just place down one upside down stair right there. Now let's go over to this side, and on this side we're actually going to do something a little bit different. So on this side we're going to take out our jungle stairs, and we're going to place down some upside down stairs right here and right side up. And that's only on this front side right here. On the back side we're going to stay using the smooth quartz stairs. Alright, and also on the front side we're going to have one smooth quartz stair at the top right here. So then let's place down the upside down one right there. So now this is what it should look like for this left hand side section of the stair outline. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to fill in this section right here almost all the way with our white terracotta blocks. And when I say almost, I know I just filled it in all the way right there. But what we're going to do here is we're then going to come over here. We're going to break out these 3 blocks right here. We're going to go ahead and break them out on each side, and then replace them with our stripped spruce wood. So this is what it's going to look like. Then we're also going to place down a spruce slab right here and also a lantern. So now this is what the side of this section of the house should look like once complete. Next up, what we're going to do, we're going to come over here and we're going to do the exact same thing, except this time there is not going to be any need for a lantern, but we are still going to include those stripped spruce wood sections. So it's these 3 right here, those 3 right there you're going to break out, and then go ahead and do the same for these 3 as well, and then we can go ahead and fill that in with our stripped spruce wood. And again, on this side there's no need for the lantern. I guess you could add it if you wanted to, but there's really no purpose for it. Now what we're going to do, now that we have those 2 sections of the roof complete, is we're going to simply go ahead and take out our jungle stairs, and we're going to fill in all of these roof layers right here. So we're just going to fill it in all the way down to there, then move on to the second row. And let's go ahead and speed up this part, but we're just going to do this for every row on this side, and then also for every row on the other side as well. Alright, once we've got that part complete, what we're going to do next is we're going to actually get out some jungle planks. I don't believe we've used these blocks in the build yet, but we're just going to get those out, and then we're going to go into this middle layer here and fill that in with jungle planks. Alright, so now that roof section is complete. Now we're going to move on to the next roof section, which is going to be this one right here. So for this roof section here, we're going to be using a lot of different blocks, so go ahead and get these blocks out real quick. So these are the spruce planks, stripped spruce wood, white terracotta, both of the stairs, quartz pillars, oh actually we don't need quartz pillars, jungle planks, jungle fence, and a lantern. So once you've got all those blocks out, what we're going to do first is we're going to use, let me put them in the correct order here. We're first going to use our stripped spruce wood, and we're going to place down 3 right here, 3 right here, 3 here, and then also 3 right there. Then we're going to continue using them, and we're going to place 3 here, just like that, around this corner. Let's do that to these other 3 corners here as well. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take out our white terracotta, and now we're going to place down 5 here. So that's the first one, and 5 just like that. Then let's do that for these other 3 sides as well. So 5 there, 5 there, and 5 there. And these 5 blocks should line up with these corners just the way you can see on my screen right now. That should be the same for all of them. So that's a way to check to make sure that you are doing it correctly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place down 3 more blocks on the ends of each of these 5. Just like so. So now this is what it should look like so far. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to then place down 2 here and then a 3rd there. So we're just going to fill in this corner here with white terracotta. And again, we're going to do that for all 3 corners. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take out our spruce planks, and we're going to fill in this floor right here so that we don't see any of these lights. So now this is what it should look like so far. Feel free to pause the video or rewind if you need to. But moving on, we are then going to take out our smooth quartz stairs, and off of this block right here, we're going to place one upside down facing that way, so it should look just like this. Let's do the same thing to this side as well. So upside down, and it should look like this. Make sure to place those correctly, because then what we're going to do is we're going to start placing them right side up, and then continuing the upside down, right side up pattern, just like so. We're also going to place one right side up right there, and then right there as well, and then we're actually going to bring it down one more layer, just like that. So let's do that for this side too. So this is what it should look like so far. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. But then once we've got that down, there should be a 1 block gap up here. Let's go ahead and place down 1 upside down stair right there. Now that we've got that, we're going to do that exact same thing for this section and this section as well. But then when we come over to this section, you're going to see that this roof actually runs into the roof outline that we are placing right now. So once we get to that section, I'll show you what to do. So let's go ahead and just copy that down for this roof section and that one over there as well. Once you've got those 3 roof outlines placed, then what we're going to do is we're going to do basically as much as we can on this one, since it's going to run into the roof. So let's go ahead and just place down our first upside down stair right there, and then we will build it all the way up. Let's bring it down over here so that it lines up. And then since we cannot place one upside down right there, we're just going to place down a right side up stair above it. And that is all that we're going to be able to do for this section. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue using our smooth quartz stairs. We're just going to connect these 2 right here. Let's go around and connect these 2 as well. And then once again right here. And Of course, there is nothing to connect to right here, so we're just going to leave that one blank. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take out our jungle stairs, and let's just start on this section right here. What we're going to do is we're going to just simply connect the outlines together with the jungle stairs. So that's what one section is going to look like when complete. That's what one corner is going to look like. Let's go ahead and do that for the remaining two corners, and then when we get to the third one, I'll show you what to do again. Okay, so for the fourth corner, as you can see here, we do not have the outline complete, but it actually is not going to affect this final step of the roof here at all, because we don't actually need the outline to be able to fit in the actual roof section. So we can go ahead and just build it exactly as we did with the other three. So once we've got that part complete, we're going to take out our jungle planks again, and we're going to fill in all of these sections right here. And once we've got that, then we're going to take out our smooth quartz block. So let me just get the right blocks here. So with our smooth quartz block, we're going to place down one right in the center. Let's go ahead and place down one on each side of it as well. Then we're going to place down another one right in the middle. Then we're going to take out our smooth quartz stairs and place down one on each side, just like this. Then we're going to take out our jungle planks. We're going to place down two right there. And then we're going to take out our jungle fence and place down two above that. So this is what the top of the roof should now look like. Once we've got that complete, our final step is we're going to take out our lantern, and we're just going to come over here and we're just going to place down a couple lanterns underneath here. So it doesn't really matter where you place these lanterns. I just placed down 4. You could place down 1 if you want to, but the point is you just got to place a couple lanterns there so that we don't have any mobs spawning in there. So now this is what the entire roof section of this portion of the build should look like once complete. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to this first section of the roof that we had already placed down 2 layers of, and we're going to add another 2 layers here. So let me just place down the outline here first of what we're going to add. So there's 1 layer, and then there's a second. So we're going to add 2 layers here, and it's going to come down all the way to these 2 layers right here. And along the way you're going to notice that it's going to run into this portion of the build right here, and that's fine. Just build as much as you can. So let me actually just place down 2 layers here and then 2 layers here. So that's what it's going to look like when it runs into this side of the build. So don't worry about that. That's part of the build and that's supposed to happen. So go ahead and just add those 2 layers in right there. Alright, now that we've got 2 more layers of roof filled in there, we should now have 4 layers of roof filled in total, and this is what it should look like. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to take out our jungle planks, and you should have noticed that there is a 1 block opening right here. We're just going to place down 1 jungle plank right in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this block right here, and we're going to place down 5 jungle planks. Then off of that, we're going to turn and we're going to place down another layer of jungle planks. We're just going to bring it all the way down until it bumps into this wall right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add a outline surrounding this wall just like that. And now you see we've got a big oddly shaped section of roof here to fill in. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to fill in this entire gap that we have just outlined here with jungle planks. Thank you everybody for watching. As usual, comment down below if there's anything that I could do to improve my videos. I'm always trying to improve them. Also, if you check out the description below, you will see that I'll have some t-shirts for sale. I'll pop one up on the screen right now. So if you're interested in buying one of those, again, that's the first link in the description. And with all that being said, again, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.